Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Goals Bible. We are live at the Champions League draw here for 2022 and 2023. We're going to talk about all the teams in it. Make sure to smash a like on the video, guys, and share. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. But let's just take a look at the teams actually in part one. I'm going to put it up. Give me a second here. Let's see. So it looks like, so part one, we have, of course, the current champions, Real Madrid, are in part one. Frankfurt, they won the Europa League in last season. So that's the reason why they are in part one. Of course, all the other teams are the teams that actually won the Champions League. So, I mean, their leagues, their respective leagues. So Man City won the Premier League, so that's the reason why they're in it. In part one, AC Milan won the Serie A in Italy. That's the reason why they're in part one. So we have Bayern Munich, PSG, Porto, and Ajax. So that's basically what you see for part one. Really excited to see what kind of group stage do you guys want to see. Just please let me know in the chat. What is the best group stage you think is going to happen given this draw? But the draw is about to take place now. They are getting ready. So he's going to try to cover all the teams here as they do the draw. So let's take a look at, and just quickly set this up. But how's everybody doing? How you guys are doing? Okay. Let's see. So that's pretty much the teams that are up there are the teams I think. So we actually have 36 people voting in on who actually is going to win the Champions League. It looks like Real Madrid are 47%. Wow. Like people actually think Real Madrid could actually win it again. It's very interesting. Very interesting. I don't think they're going to win it. I am actually a Madrid fan as well, but I don't think they're going to win it this time. I think it's going to be complicated. I don't think it's going to be that easy. But as the draw continues, I'm going to bring to you guys live what's going on. Trying to set this up really quickly so we can actually see the draw together. These Champions League draws, they always talk about stuff. They don't just get into it. Like they talk about, okay, they bring guests, they bring a lot of different people, and then they talk about the history and stuff. That's what they do. Like they don't automatically get to the draw immediately, right? So yeah, I was talking about the part one, right? We covered all the teams in part one. Part two, amazingly, this time around, we have the likes of Liverpool, Chelsea, Barcelona, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, and Leipzig, and Tottenham. All these teams are in part two. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this is going to turn around, because you can have a lot of different permutation. Looking at part one, Madrid can be in the same group as any of these big teams except for the Spanish teams, because you cannot be drawn into the Spanish team in the first group stage draw. So if Real Madrid could be drawn to Chelsea, Liverpool, Juventus, Leipzig, and Tottenham, they cannot draw Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. In part three, we have Dortmund, Salzburg, Shakhtar, Inter, Napoli, Benfica, Sporting, and Leverkusen from the Germany team. So what makes this interesting is like, if the part three, I think, is going to decide the group of death for this, I reckon, because the part three will decide if this team is actually going to be complicated or not. So I'm looking forward to the part three. Dortmund, Inter Milan, Napoli, and Benfica are the toughest team in part three. So you don't want to be drawing those three teams in the Champions League. So I'm expecting these big teams in part one are trying to avoid the teams like Dortmund, Inter, and Napoli, because they will make things complicated for you. It's clearly obvious that you would play part one and part two. It's like, it's for granted, you expect that to happen, but you don't actually expect to play another difficult team from part three and part four. So that's going to be interesting. Now they're just standing there and talking about, Yaya Toure is actually talking about something here. Let's see. Let's see. Who do you guys think is going to win the Champions League? Get your comments in. I want to know, what is your score prediction? I know we have the poll running now. It looks like a lot of you think that Real Madrid are going to win this, but get your comments in, guys. I want to see. Why are they talking to Yaya Toure today? I don't understand. Like, is he one of the guests? I think he's gonna be doing the draw. It looks like Yaya Toure is gonna give us a draw here. Really excited and looking forward to see who is going to play who. I mean, we can have unbelievable draws here. If Madrid face, if they face, for example, Liverpool in part two and face Dortmund in part three, that's gonna really complicate things, right? All of a sudden, you don't think that you're gonna make it in the Champions League round of 16. It is actually exciting to see how this is gonna turn out. Just enough with the chatting. Can we actually get to the draw? Like, this is what they do every year. They sit and talk about, like, oh, but no goddamn reason, wasting time. Okay. We have about like 10 people watching. Smash a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. So due to the World Cup, this Champions League is gonna be a little bit different. That's what they're talking about here. Of course, Manchester United are not in this team. I mean, in this draw, but we are trying to cover all the football teams here to see what's going to happen. It's very exciting to see what's going to happen in this one. Overall, we have 32 teams. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, like I mentioned earlier. It is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. Very interesting to see what's going to happen. What do you guys think is the toughest draw in this one? What do you think is the toughest draw? So, if you guys don't know about the rules, same teams cannot play each other from the same country. So, for example, if there is a Spanish team in Part 1, they cannot be drawn into Part 2 with another Spanish team. So that is one of the rules, that in group stage, you cannot draw against the same country. Same goes for an England team. So it looks like we have seen like 46% of you think that Madrid are going to win it again. Very interesting. Very interesting to see that. But now they're just talking about how these rules are existing, that you cannot play the same country from the same. If you are from the same country, basically, you cannot face each other in the group stage. Okay, let's move on. Keep talking about that. So yeah, Toure is probably one of those people that is actually going to be involved in the draw. It's very actually sad not to be in the Champions League as a Manchester United fan. I'm sure Arsenal fans feel the same way. Clearly, that's the reason why they're trying to get back into the Champions League. Right? So we are looking at the teams in pot one here. Real Madrid, of course, 15 or 14 Champions League. Frankfurt, the Europa League winners, are still in pot one. This is probably the first time we don't see Cristiano in the Champions League. Of course, if he gets his transfer moved to any of the Champions League teams, we might see him. But as far as now, there is no chance that Cristiano is going to be involved in the Champions League. Paris Saint-Germain is another tough team. I mean, they are one of the favorites, in my opinion. So now the first thing is they're going to put all the pot one teams in the pot. So Yaya is actually doing the Champions League draw here, guys. What? Okay, the first team is drawn here. Who is the first name in the Champions League here? That's Ajax. The first team drawn is Ajax. So Ajax will take the Group A position. So Ajax is going to be in the Group A position. The second team is Porto, FC Porto. So FC Porto are going to be in Group B. Let me actually show you guys so we can actually watch together, guys. So Bayern Munich is the third team that has been drawn. All right. I think we can watch together now. So as you can see, Group A has been drawn, Ajax. So Ajax is a Group A, and Bayern Munich are Group C, and then Group D, Frankfurt has been selected. So this is live, guys. This is live. Get your predictions in. What do you think is gonna happen now? This is, of course, gonna be really, really interesting. Now, I mean, this is not gonna tell us anything, right? Who goes in what group really doesn't matter. What matters is who's gonna be that second team in that group. Who's gonna be the third team in that group. So AC Milan has been drawn, and they are in Group E. Yaya is doing the first round, I think. Royal Madrid. So they are going to be in Group F. The title holders this year, of course, they beat Liverpool in the final last season. 14 total from Real Madrid. Unmatchable. Man City. So Manchester City are going to be in Group G. The likes of De Bruyne. Why is it that Manchester City always get an easy draw, guys? I really don't know. I'm not hating on Man City, but they always get an easy draw. Always. Hopefully they don't get an easy draw this time. They always get an easy draw. And Paris Saint-Germain has been drawn into Group H. That's the last group available. So now it's going to get interesting because now we've seen the first teams in all the groups. So we are quarter way through so far. So let's look at the pot 2 teams. The pot 2 teams are interesting now because we're going to take a look at Liverpool, Chelsea, Barcelona, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Leipzig, and Spurs. These are the teams that are going to be in pot 2. So what do you guys want to see? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. What do you guys want to see? Because I want to know. We got like 20 people watching. Smash a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm definitely going to be bringing you guys the watch-alongs for the Champions League game as well. So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Because now the exciting time is going to start because the second teams is basically going to tell us who's going to face who. For me, I want to see Real Madrid face like the likes of Liverpool, maybe again. That would be a revenge for Liverpool to get back. I want to see PSG drawn with maybe Barcelona. That would be an interesting draw if you think about it. So, they are rolling the balls now. Let's take a look at the second team. What's going to happen? What is going to happen in this one? Dangerous. Okay. What is it, Yaya? Yaya's about to tell us. RB Leipzig. Oh, who's going to get RB Leipzig? I guarantee you it's going to be Man City. They always get an easy draw. I don't understand why. But it always happens. So every top team in this might be licking their lips to get our RB Leipzig. All these teams. Who's it going to be? Group what? Group F, Real Madrid. What an easy draw. What an easy draw for Real Madrid, guys. They will take it. They will definitely take it. Now we'll see what will happen in the other groups. It's a good draw for Real Madrid so far. Juventus. So Juventus, of course, are not going to be drawn in Group E because they are in the same country. They only going to be drawn into Group G or Group H. Yeah, so it's either going to be Man City or PSG, guys. Very interesting to see. That's Group H. So PSG are drawn with Juventus. The old lady. They call them the old lady. Okay, what's another team? We got like 20 people watching. I want to know, guys, who do you support out of all these teams? And what kind of draw do you want to see? Let me know in the chat, guys. Get involved. Get involved. Tottenham. So Tottenham have been drawn. We're going to see where they're going to go. Currently, they can't go to Group G. They cannot go to Group G because they're in the same country like I mentioned earlier. So they're going to go to A, B, C, D, E, any of the teams. But I'm not sure why Juventus only could be drawn with G and F. I really don't know why. I don't know why they chose that. Okay, Group D. So Tottenham got an easy draw. An easy draw. They've drawn with a Europa League team, basically. They've drawn with a European League team. Frankfurt. Lucky, lucky Spurs. Antonio Conte must be happy. He must be happy. So the next team. FC Liverpool. So Liverpool cannot go Group G. Why not E? They said they can only play in A, B, C. Why not E? I'm confused here. And does anybody know why they cannot be drawn to Group E? It's a weird one. Group A, easy draw. Easy draw. That's an ugly draw so far, guys, to be honest. There is no big game, to be honest. So Barcelona might be facing Man City. So they could be facing Man City or Bayern Munich, I think. Sevilla has been drawn. So Sevilla could go to Man City, probably. So Sevilla, 8th time in the Champions League. This is their 8th time. I think they're going to get Man City. I knew it. I knew it. I put them in Group G. Man City always get an easy draw. What did I say? What did I say, guys? It's always like that. I think they pay them or something. I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but I think they pay Uefa because how's the Man City always getting an easy draw? Every single time. Every single time they get an easy draw. So FC Barcelona is going to be drawn with Milan, Porto, or Bayern. I don't know which one. But this Champions League draw has been shit, in my opinion, because we really don't have a big game. We really don't have any big game, to be honest. I wanted to see Barcelona drawn with Man City or PSG. That didn't happen. Maybe if they draw Bayern here, that's interesting. Group C. Wow, so now we got our first interesting group stage. Bayern with Barcelona. Still Yaya doing the draw here. Chelsea are lucky. Now Chelsea are going to get Porto or Milan. Yes, so they've drawn with AC Milan. They've drawn with AC Milan. So this basically concludes. So the other team is Atletico Madrid, right? I believe. Yes, Club Atletico Madrid. So Atletico Madrid are gonna go to Group B, an ugly group there. We've seen last season. I think they were the draw last year. I think last year was Porto and Atletico were in the same group. If I'm not mistaken, guys, am I mistaken? I think I've seen those two last year. Same ugly draw so far, to be honest, guys. Really, really ugly draw. Maybe one team, one game you actually look forward to is the Bayern versus Barcelona game. But other than that, you expect Man City to dominate Sevilla. You expect Madrid to destroy Leipzig. You expect Chelsea to destroy Milan. And you expect Liverpool to destroy Ajax. So maybe Juventus with Paris Saint-Germain, but still Paris Saint-Germain are too big and too bigger than Juventus. So I think they're gonna smash them as well. Juve doesn't look the same team at all. They don't look the same team. But this concludes part 1 and part 2 teams. So let's take a look at who's in part 3. So part 3, we have Dortmund, we have Shakhtar, we have Inter Milan, we have Napoli. And then we have 2 Portuguese teams, Sporting Lisbon and Benfica. And then we have 2 German teams. So Bayern Leverkusen and Dortmund. So we'll see what's gonna happen. So this actually can make it very interesting. This can actually make things interesting because we'll see. This could decide which team could actually be, which group could actually be a group of death. Yeah, so part three will decide how tough any of the groups will be. So they are gonna draw here. Get your comments in, guys. Who do you think is going to win the Champions League? I want to know. Get in the chat. Get involved. We have about like 20, 30 people watching. Get involved, guys. Don't be afraid. Which team do you want to see win? So Napoli has been drawn. The first team of part 3. So they can only be drawn to Group A, B, C, and D because the other teams have Italian teams. So they cannot be drawn in the same league. So Group A. So Napoli has been drawn with Group A with the likes of Liverpool and Ajax. It is getting more exciting, but I just want to see that Group C and Group H. It get complicated if they get a tough team. So one of the tough teams that has been gone now. Napoli is gone. So that's a breathing space for Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus. Salzburg, easy team again. They could go to any team. Is not going to make it a group of death, in my opinion. That's what I think. Which group are they going to be drawn? E. So Group E is going to have Salzburg. As you can see it, Milan, Chelsea, and Salzburg are going to be in the same group. Benfica. Benfica has been drawn now. But let's see where Benfica is actually going to go. I think They could make things complicated if they go to Group C or Group H. PSV fan says Ajax Motengelanzo. What does that mean? Explain, PSV fan. Thanks for joining, by the way. Thanks for the comment. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, bro? I hope you're not saying Ajax are going to win it. So Benfica has been drawn to Group H. Like I mentioned, it might complicate things, but I expect PSG and Juventus to advance in that group. So Borussia Dortmund has been drawn out. They have drawn with Group G with Man City. Interesting draw there. Interesting draw there. And Group G, actually, you cannot know who's going to be that second team to qualify to the next round because you expect Man City are going to qualify as the group winners. But then Sevilla and Dortmund, you really don't know. Bayern Leverkusen has been drawn. So which pot, or which group, should I say, are they going to be drawn to? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. So they have been drawn with Porto, Atletico, and Leverkusen. So only three teams is left now. Let's see. So Sporting Club of Portugal. Get the likes up, people. We got like 20 people. Let's try to get at least 20 likes. Come on. Give us some like, give us some support. And subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'm going to be doing a watch along for the Champions League game. So be sure to tune in for that. We have lots of Champions League game coming up. So we're going to pick one of the best teams or one of the best games and do the watch along. So Sporting has been drawn with, oh, wow. They've been drawn with Tottenham. Tottenham with an easy draw, guys. Easy draw. Easy draw. Shakhtar. So FC Shakhtar has been pulled out. Let's see. Let's see. They have been drawn with Real Madrid, Leipzig. So Shakhtar is going to be with Leipzig and Real Madrid. So far, which group do you think is a group of death? Let me know in the comment sections. Let me know in the comment sections. Which group do you think is the toughest? And which group is actually the easiest? Ooh, we got our group of death, guys. Group C. Group C will be very interesting now because Bayern, Barca, and Inter are in the same group. Tough one. Tough one. We have to look at Group C, all the history there. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan. That's going to be one of the toughest groups, guys. That is your group of death. At least for me, that's what I think. I don't know if you guys disagree. Which other group do you think is actually more difficult than that? So they're showing the top 4 teams. Just to review here. Just to review. Mm, hold on a second. Let me just quickly set this up. So we are nearly there, guys. We are nearly there. The group 4 teams. So now we're looking forward to the 14. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Pop 4 teams. Now they are getting drawn. Celtic. So Celtic have been drawn here. Celtic, of course, have a big history in the Champions League. There was a time I remember that they've beaten Barcelona, I remember. So it's only like the group of death is already decided, guys. I think it's already decided. I think Bayern, so they have been drawn a group F. So they're going with Real Madrid, Celtic, Shakhtar, Leipzig. Interesting. Very easy draw for the holders here, for Real Madrid. Very easy draw. The next team is Marseille. Olympique de Marseille, of course, from France. So they can be in an A to D. They have gone to Group D. So Group D is going to be Marseille. So that is completed. Our first group that is completed is Group D. So Frankfurt, Tottenham, Sporting, and Marseille. FC Copenhagen. So FC Copenhagen can be drawn with any other team, is not going to make it a group of death, is it? I reckon they might go to E. I feel like they could go to E. I don't know. I'm just guessing. So we have 2 groups that is completed. So Group F and Group D is completed. Group G. So they've gone in Man City, Sevilla, Dortmund, and Copenhagen are going to be in the same group. Club Brugge. So Club Brugge has been drawn. Which team are they going to take? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. If you guys are new, by the way, subscribe to the channel. We are going to be doing watch-alongs for the Champions League games. So if you guys are interested in that, please do subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Group B. So Club Brugge has been drawn with Group B. So only 4 teams are left. So we're pretty much done here. We are pretty much done here. Are they gonna actually show us who's gonna win the best player? I think are they gonna do it now, or are they gonna do it in a separate ceremony? Does anybody know? So FC Rangers have been drawn out. They have been drawn in Group A. So Group A is completed now. Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers. How easy could it get for Liverpool? How easy could it get? Really? That is an easy draw in my opinion. I expect Liverpool and Ajax or Napoli to go through in that group. Dinamo Zagreb. So they could go to C or E and H. So it looks like they are going to be drawn E. So Group E. I think they should be excited with that draw. They don't want to be playing on Juventus and Paris. So FC Maccabi Haifa has been pulled out. That's the last. No, it's not the last one. So now they could go to Group C or they could go to Group H. It looks like they are going to Group H. So Group H has been completed. Only one group left now. Bayern, Barcelona, Inter Milan, and one of the, I think there's one club left. I don't know what club it is. Pilsen. So Pilsen has been drawn to Group C. This is it. This is it now. I mean, the group stage is fully completed now, guys. It is fully completed. So the lineup, the group is completed. So Group A, Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers. Group B, Porto, Atletico, Leverkusen, Club Brugge. Group C has Bayern, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Pleasant. And then Group D, Frankfurt, Tottenham, Sporting, Marseille. Group E has Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg, Dynamo. Group F has Real Madrid, Leipzig, Shakhtar, Celtic. And Group G, Man City, Sevilla, Dortmund, Copenhagen. And Group H has Aris, Juventus, Benfica, and M. Haifa. So Maccabi, I think Maccabi Haifa. So that is it, guys. This concludes the group stage draw. Are they gonna give us the award now? I want to see what they're gonna do next. So the group stage, guys, has been completed. This is the group stage. Now they're gonna actually do the big awards. We are gonna actually continue to watch this to see who's gonna actually win the award. So they have a Women's Coach of the Year award now coming up, and they do have Men's Best Player award coming up as well. So now they're trying to give away a Women's Coach of the Year. But what do you guys think about the draw? Do you think did you actually see an interesting draw here? They're actually gonna give away the awards. I want to see who's gonna actually win it. As De Bruyne, Karim Benzema is in it, and then I believe there's another player. Let me just quickly pull that out. So we're gonna give you the summary really quickly here. So UEFA Men's Coach of the Year. Carlo Ancelotti is one of the nominees. Pep Guardiola is the other one. Who is gonna win the best coach of the year? I want to see. Is it going to be is it actually going to be Carlo Ancelotti? Do you guys think it's gonna be Klopp, or do you think it's gonna be Guardiola? Get your comments in, guys. Get your comments in. I think Ancelotti should win it. Oh, Carlo Ancelotti has won it. Yes. 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 Best coach. My manager wins it. It's Carlo Ancelotti. So the Real Madrid coach Carlo Ancelotti, of course, have won the Champions League last season. They also won La Liga last season. That's, you can't argue with that, can you? You cannot argue with that. I mean, Carlo Ancelotti is the winner, guys. He is the winner. A lovely moment, of course, for Real Madrid fans and for Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti is now speaking about uh, how Real Madrid won the Champions League. But as you can see, that is a group stage being confirmed. So, what do you guys think about the draw, really? I just want to stick around to see who actually is going to win the best player of the season. I'm expecting it's going to be Karim Benzema. I don't think you could agree with that. I mean, disagree with that. He's had an outstanding season with Real Madrid last season. He's done really well. They're asking about what is your magic for winning the Champions League last season? That's clear. I mean, the magic word is Real Madrid. Real Madrid cannot be stopped. Real Madrid is one of the biggest teams on the planet, the kings of Europe. They call them Royal Madrid is because of that. They win almost every year. They've won like 14 times. What other team actually can come in and win it that much? I don't know. I don't think any team can match what Real Madrid has done in the past decade. Karim Benzema, of course, should be nominated as the best player but last season. If they give it to another person, guys, I'm really gonna lose it. If they actually give it to someone else, I'm gonna lose it, guys. But as you can see, that is the man. So, men's coach of the year 2021-2022 has been Carlo Ancelotti. Ancelotti said, "We are lucky to have Karim Benzema." He said, "Football is lucky to have Karim." Do you agree? Do you actually agree? Do you think he's gonna win the best player of the year, this award? I want to stick around and watch that before we actually conclude this show. So now they're gonna do the quickly. Let's just try to wrap this up and get to the players. I want to see who actually is going to win the best player of the year. And it should be Karim Benzema. I don't think anybody could disagree with who is going to be the best player of the year for 2021 and 22. So now they're doing the female best player. Let's see who's gonna win that. To be honest, I really don't know any of them. The nominees are Beth. Who's the other one? So the men's award. That's Karim Benzema. Who's the next one? I think is De Bruyne. The other one is De Bruyne. So Karim Benzema, De Bruyne, and that's Courtois, I think. Wow. So Karim is actually competing with Courtois. I don't think they're going to give it to Courtois. Do you guys think he's going to get it? Do you think Courtois is going to win the best player of the year? I don't think so. De Bruyne can't win it because he didn't win the Champions League. Yes, he won the Premier League, but he's not going to be nominated. I mean, he could be, he is nominated, but he's not going to win the best. They say ladies first now. The winners are going to be announced for Women's Player of the Year. So Alexia Putellas has been nominated as the best player for the Women's Player of the Year. Can we actually get to the men's best player of the year and just finish this off? Taking a lot of time here. They're still talking about who is the best women's player of the year. So to get back to the group stage draw, guys, to confirm, this is what it looks like. It looks like we have a group of death, a group C, in my opinion. I think group C is the most difficult group stage out of all. Next to that, I would say group H might be another difficult group stage, in my opinion. As the final award, the best player. Oh, Karim Benzema has won it. Of course, he has won it. They didn't even take a second to mention that Karim has won it. Karim Benzema has won the best player of last season. That is it, guys. This concludes the Champions League draw and the best manager of the year and the best player of the year. Get your comments in. Who do you think is going to win the Champions League, and which group do you think is going to be the toughest group? Leave your comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks again. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Smash a like as well. And I'm out. Peace.